Indian history is one of the grand epics in world history. From the Ramayana and the Mahabharata to more recent events like India's struggle for freedom, everything is mesmerizing, glorious. Many families, some with exalted lineages, have made their place in this glorious history of India. Their contribution to India's social, economic and cultural growth has enriched the country and ushered in prosperity. In 1928, India was entering the Gandhian era. Mr. Dagdulalji Marda was born during this era. At the tender age of 16, Mr. Dagdulalji Marda had to migrate from his native place in Ranigaon in Nagaur district in Rajasthan to Ichalkaranji in Maharashtra and look for business opportunities. It was now 1947, the landmark year when India achieved independence. New businesses were encouraged to come forward and shape modern, independent India. Dagdulalji and his mentor Gokuldas Ji Ved, known as Gokoba and who was famous as Kapuswale Kaka, started their first firm Messrs. Lakshmikant Bhagwandas in 1948. They entered the business of yarn sizing, weaving of handloom saris, its processing, finishing and marketing not only in Maharashtra but throughout the country's scattered cloth markets. As business began to flourish, Dagdulalji set up his own handlooms and power looms in Ichalkaranji to manufacture dhotis and saris. In 1962, he established Swastik Oil Mill and Balaji Sizing Works. By now, he had earned the title of Yarn King, and the Marda Group had carved a niche for itself in the textile industry. During this time, his children too became involved in his business. The Marda Group's business expansion was in full swing when destiny struck a blow. It was 1976. Dagdulalji passed away at the age of just 48. That was the period of the emergency in India. After the unfortunate and untimely death of Dagdulalji, his four sons Bhikulal, Lakshmikant, Shamsundar and Rajgopal jointly directed the business towards more dedicated and disciplined growth. In the first few years after their father's death, the Marda brothers focused on growing their dhoti business and expanding the weaving activity. The Fabulous Four worked hard strategically and tactically to expand this business all over India. The dhotis from these dhoti kings became not only a part of the Indian households but also made their place in the heart of the common man of India. The period between 1980 and 1990 were the golden years for the dhoti, when the Marda Group did exceedingly well and the brothers collectively earned the title Dhoti King. The Marda name now became synonymous with the Arvind brand. Even today, the Arvind brand dhoti is making the country proud. Arvind Kotsin India Limited. The company was incorporated on the 8th of October 1989. In 1993, the Mardas set up their first spinning mill, Arvind Kotsin India Limited, the flagship company of the Marda or the Arvind Group. This company was set up at the Shri Lakshmi Cooperative Industrial Estate, Hatkanangale, near Ichalkaranji, to make polyester viscose yarn with an initial capacity of 5,000 spindles. Over the last 24 years, this unit's capacity has increased almost five-fold to about 24,000 spindles. While 450 labor and 30 staff make up the human resource in this organization today, the daily production capacity of the unit is 10,000 kilograms of yarn. This consists basically of polyester viscose and polyester cotton blended yarn. The main raw material, polyester fiber, is sourced from Reliance Industries. viscose fiber is sourced from Grasim Industries and cotton is brought from Vidarbha. Let's look at the spinning process in a little more detail. To prepare a yarn, the fibers must go through several departments. Mixing department. The polyester and viscose or cotton fiber are brought here for mixing in the desired blend ratio. Blow room department. This is where the fibers come from the mixing department to feed the various beaters which perform the cleaning and opening action. Carding department. Here the opened and cleaned fibers are parallelized thoroughly and impurities are removed to prepare the sliver. Draw frame department. Here the carding sliver is fed to a draw frame machine for better parallelization and evenness. This is done to ensure a minimum weight variation in the final product, that is the yarn. Speed frame department. In this department, even sliver from the draw frame is again drafted and twisted in order to prepare a material called roving. Ring frame department. Roving from the speed frame is fed on the ring frames for preparation of the actual yarn by giving it the desired twist and draft. This will give the various count ranges, that is from 20 single to 60 single. Winding department. Yarn prepared on the ring frames is finally taken to the winding department where various faults generated into the yarn at the back processes are checked and cleared, and the final package with superior quality